Weshemer Mysteries. The Red Corridor. If you ever find yourself driving at night and your GPS suddenly reroutes to a road called Red Corridor, stop the car and turn around. Because once you enter it, you're no longer in your world. You're in Weshemer's hunting ground, where the walls move, the road bleeds, and the only way out is to give it what it came for. Before we go any further, subscribe so you don't miss the next mystery, like this video if you think you'd survive Red Corridor, and comment if you've ever been somewhere that felt wrong. The story: I was driving back from a late-night job when my GPS glitched. The screen flickered, then displayed a new route, 10 minutes faster. The road name? Red Corridor. I'd never heard of it, but I was tired and wanted to get home. The turnoff led me to a narrow road between two walls of blackened trees, their branches arching overhead like a tunnel. At first, I thought the name was just a local nickname, until I noticed the road ahead looked wet. Not just wet, red. My headlights caught thick, dark streaks running down the asphalt, glistening like fresh paint. But when I rolled down my window, the smell hit me. It wasn't paint. It was blood. The first sign: the GPS no longer showed a map, just a pulsing red line. I tried to stop, but the brake pedal was stiff, refusing to move. The car kept rolling forward at exactly 20 miles per hour. Then I saw them. People. Standing in the trees. Not moving, not blinking, just staring. Each had a strip of cloth tied over their mouths, soaked in something dark. Their faces were pale and stretched, their eyes pure white, no pupils at all. As I passed, they all turned their heads in perfect unison to follow me. The walls closed in after a few minutes, the road narrowed, the trees on either side pressing closer. That's when I realized they weren't trees at all. They were walls. The bark peeled away in sheets, revealing gray stone underneath, covered in strange carvings. Each carving looked like a screaming face. Some were so fresh I swore their mouths moved. The air grew thick, heavy, almost syrupy, and I had to fight to breathe. My ears popped like I was deep underwater, and a low hum began vibrating through the steering wheel. The figure up ahead, a figure appeared in the middle of the road, a tall, thin man wearing a long coat, his head tilted at an unnatural angle. As my car approached, he slowly raised his arm and pointed at me. The hum in the air grew louder, until it felt like it was inside my skull. The man's coat began to ripple, and I realized it wasn't a coat at all. It was made of faces, stitched together, mouth sewn shut, eyes wide open. He spoke without moving his lips: "The corridor keeps what enters. To leave, it must take something from you." The offer: I slammed the wheel to the side, trying to turn around, but the car didn't respond. The road ahead stretched endlessly now, no turns, no exits, just darkness beyond the headlights. The man stepped closer, and in his hand appeared a box, small, wooden, with carvings that looked almost identical to the screaming faces on the walls. He told me to open it. Inside was a single, human tooth. It was mine. Blood began filling my mouth, and when I spat, 3 more teeth fell into my lap. The toll: he explained, the toll, a piece of me, physical or otherwise, had to be left behind for the corridor to let me go. People who refused became part of the road, their bodies flattened, faces stretched across the surface, still breathing, still aware. I thought about refusing, until I saw the walls shift. The faces in the stone were now people I knew. My mother. My brother. Friends from years ago. All of them pressed into the rock, mouthing silent pleas for help. I screamed and told him to take whatever he wanted. The escape: the man leaned in close, his breath cold and metallic. He whispered, "It's already chosen." I felt something rip through my chest, not physically, but deeper. Like a hook dragging something out of me. A memory. I could feel it unraveling, disappearing. When I opened my eyes, I was back on the main highway, parked on the shoulder. The GPS was dead. I checked my phone contacts, half of them were gone. I didn't recognize the names that were left. I had paid the toll with my memories. Ending message to viewers: if your GPS ever says red corridor, don't follow it. If you already have, then something is already missing from you, whether you know it or not. Subscribe if you want more Weshhammer cases, like this video if you think you could escape, and comment what you'd give up to survive.